you get
not all the time. Sometimes. Okay.
Now, let me tell you, don't you stay doing that. You gonna get another husband.
Okay, Ramesh, we need
Sometimes, not all the time.
cut and start over.
Every once in a while.
But okay. So last husband does cook.
Yeah, he does cook.
Okay, I know how to cook.
She is not the only
But I do know how to cook. I know how to cook. I know how to cook.
How often do you cook?
But he did not marry me for my cooking.
I definitely didn't marry her.
Okay.
I can cook.
I'm waiting then you told him that he can't cook.
Listen, when I married him, when I was single, my favorite thing to make was breakfast. It's still my favorite thing, right? I love to make breakfast, right? I'm great at breakfast.
Yeah,
omelets, home fries, waffles,
Salads too.
and I'm great at salads. Okay, so I can do the breakfast brunch thing.
Yes.
Okay. So when it comes to dinner, I'm good for all your sides, right? I'm not a big meat eater, right? He is good at meat, right? I don't really need a whole lot of meat, right?
That's done.
And so for him, dinner is not dinner unless it has a rack of meat. And I'm like,
well, why don't you order the meat and cook the salads?
That's what I started doing. That's what I started.
She's good. You know, I just had to hug you because sometimes, you know, you want this.
A home cook.
From your wife.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Because that's probably your love language.
No, it's what he grew up with.
Yeah.
I mean, like, talk about traditional, right? He grew up in a traditional Charleston, South Carolina home, right? His mother, God bless her soul, right? She had 11 single births. Thank you. Right? And he's number 10 of 11.
Okay. And strong black woman.
This woman, I never met her, okay?
She's heard a lot. She passed.
She passed, right?
But she's heard, I'll let her tell.
Oh my gosh. Like, I can only imagine.
Delicious.
Because I know all his siblings, right? I can only imagine what her life was like, okay? And
it sounds very tiring.
She is, I mean, we talk about March being Women's History Month.
Right.
Okay, can we celebrate Elizabeth, right?
Elizabeth Hopkins Brown.
Elizabeth Hopkins Brown made it happen, okay? Because let me tell you, the way that she took care of those children,
green beans.
and every single one of his siblings, not just his sisters, 5 sisters, 5 brothers, not just his 5 sisters, all of the brothers can cook too.
Good. Wow. But you know why? They had a good mother.
Girl,
and she made sure her sons
Let me tell you, when we first started dating, it was like it was close to Super Bowl weekend, right? And he said, "Oh, I'm having a Super Bowl party." I was like, "Oh, okay. I would love to come and to your Super Bowl party." Little did I know I was gonna be preparing the food for said Super Bowl party.
The entire Super Bowl party?
Which was only his guy friends, no women.
Oh, good.
Right?
Appetizers. They like appetizers.
It was a couple of women. It was like a couple of significant others and spouses, right? Yeah. But I was like, I felt like I was put on notice, right? And at the time, I didn't know that he was a master shrimp and grits chef, right?
Oh, I love
shrimp and grits. Shrimp and grits. No, this is a person who has actual crabbing boots, right?
Oh, wow.
Would go into the swamp, into the marsh of like Charleston, South Carolina, and pull out these crabs.
Yeah,
right?
them bait things.
I did not know, okay? Until I went to Charleston, met his family, ate the crabs. He picks the crabs for me. Thank you.
You don't have to eat crabs, baby.
So, I know how. No, I know how. I'm just lazy. So I'm spoiled.
You're
Okay.
spoiled.
So he picks the crabs for me.
That's nice. And that's good. I love it.
And so when you get someone who actually knows how to cook and knows how to grill and all of that, why do I need to cook? I could do side dishes, right?
Exactly. You do the side dishes. Now do it together. You do the side
I
dishes,
hurt
he do the
myself,
meats and the
see?
grilling.
He hurt himself by letting me know he could cook.
Early on.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's okay.
Well,
I was being
Chill.
real. I was being real.
Well,
you was being real. You wasn't that
and
person.
that's what you want.
And he fishes.
Up
front.
He fishes. So if you're gonna go out on a boat and you're gonna fish and you're gonna bring home a cooler full of fish, right? Those fish better be scaled and cleaned, cause I'm not.
I don't scale it.
I don't do that.
I
So
don't
I'm
do
in the
that.
backyard.
But I will cook it after they
Listen,
scale and clean it.
I will cook it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not cooking.
I mean,
it.
I'm not scaling it.
I'm not cleaning no fish.
I ain't doing that.
What
It's
she's
just I'm with
describing
you on that,
is
baby.
how I was raised to be a real person.
That's right.
And a real man.
And
That's
a
right.
partnership.
That's right.
Oh, okay. And
That's
speaking
a
of that,
partnership.
okay, no. And speaking of
Partnership.
that, we're gonna get back to the dating thing, because the first thing I said to my girlfriends after we started dating is, "Oh my God, he's a man. He's not a dude.
Yeah,
He's not a guy.
he's a man.
Okay, he's a man, and he has
And
power
let's drink to
tools."
that.
No,
Let's
no, no.
drink to
Yeah,
That's
no.
right. His mama raised him as a real man.
Listen. Here's the thing. I said he has a garage, and he has
This is
power.
what I like.
Wait, hold on. And he has power tools, right?
And knows how
And
to
he
use
knows how to
them.
use them.
But some of them haven't don't know how to use them.
Yeah. Some people have them
I
and
said,
can't turn them on.
Listen,
Right.
it's Bob the Builder.
Right.
That man can build a house.
You guys are blessing my marriage.
That's what I want to do.
let me tell you.
You gonna give the recipe
you know,
to the
I
appetizer?
really was
That
just
was
like,
so good. That seems like something
is a
I
man.
can do.
Right.
I'll
Like,
give,
I
I'll give
can't
you
even
the
say I'm
recipes
dating
when y'all
some
stop
dude.
and let me talk some.
Oh, go ahead.
You tell us to stop. You
what
just said
are
talk
you
for the
doing?
camera.
Yeah, you
What are you
said
doing?
keep talking.
What are you doing?
Mark,
Yes, sir.
how many times did I try to get in?
Oh my God. You know how women are. You be going, and you done gave us all these drinks, so you have to be like, time out.
Wait a minute.
Let me tell you something. I try to interrupt at least one of y'all 5 times already.
Whatever.
Okay, tell us about
Stop sort of saying shut the hell up.
But you know why
Okay,
I didn't say nothing. Y'all were talking about me.
Look at these green beans.
Delicious.
Exactly.
Delicious.
They were, and I didn't like green beans. Those
That's
were good.
awesome.
Oh my God, they are delicious.
Okay, Ramesh.
So now we
Chef
working.
Ramesh, tell us about the green beans,
My
please.
Lord.
All right, so as you know, the first thing I did was I put that in the steam. Okay, so that's the first thing I did, and they've been steaming for quite a long time.
Yes, they were delicious.
So when y'all was getting heated into some heated conversations, I had to say inside voice, inside.
Yeah, I didn't hear you say that twice.
Right.
I heard you.
I heard you.
So
I heard
that's
you.
when I moved it to the skillet, and I had
Black
to
women
fry.
don't know what
So
it
in the
is.
skillet, I put in olive oil. I put some crushed red pepper. I put in some panko or Italian breadcrumbs. It's
Panko.
good. Okay. Now
Yeah.
the trick is, and put you a little bit of seasoning in it, right? Some Italian seasoning or blend like
And
that.
Parmesan cheese.
I'm gonna make
And Parmesan. You're right. And Parmesan cheese. So I don't add the green beans at that point.
right.
So I add the green beans in as soon as it starts turning colors and I start hearing some popping
Right.
when the grease
Okay.
starts getting hot in the pan. So when that happens, then I put the green beans in and I start shoving them up. Because they've already steamed. They don't need to cook again.
Right, but
Right.
they steam because you don't want to take the nutrients out.
So that's what
Very
we
good.
got right now.
Very good. Awesome.
So I have a
Yeah.
question for you, Chef.
What's up?
You said you put the panko, the olive oil, the panko after you steam the beans, right? Separately, you put the olive oil, you put the panko, you put the what is that cheese? Parmesan cheese and the peppers, the hot peppers, flakes, and then you let that simmer or whatever. And once it starts popping, then you add the beans. How long do you leave the beans in there after you add them? Because they're already steamed. You don't want to take the nutrients out where they
Right.
get
No
mushy.
more minute, maybe 2 minutes.
You
probably.
just coat.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna make that, okay?
You just gotta
Very
coat.
good.
I'm gonna send you
Yeah.
a picture when I make them.
I'm gonna
Because I
make
can
them
really
too.
cook.
I'm gonna make them too because they love my green beans.
Listen,
And
they love my green beans, but they don't look like that. But I make really good green beans.
Right, you
They don't look
I mean,
fancy.
You
Yeah.
fancy, huh? You
I'm gonna
fancy,
have to
huh?
add the panko.
I'm fancy.
The panko.
Well, I add what is that? Lifting.
Oh, the onion.
Oh,
Lifting
onion
onion soup in
soup.
mine.
Alright.
Yeah, I probably lifting onion soup.
So we have the start of the first entree here.
Okay.
This is the last entree we're gonna do. Okay. So
Yes. Wait, what are those
Girl,
shells you put in?
you don't know what those are?
Jesus! Oh!
Yes, honey.
Put them all in.
Let me call my husband and tell him.
You
He
didn't
can
tell
go
us
out
it
me.
was
I
that
did
kind of event,
Right.
Chef.
For real,
So what?
We liquor and oysters. You didn't tell us that. We were
we
that
just
kind
watch
of
that
event.
shows on Sunday that I
Hold
do.
up. I gave you all.
It's like 4 couples. And
You gave us a
I
preliminary
showed you.
menu.
No, but on
get
Friday.
that.
But on Friday, I gave you all the menu on Friday.
No, I didn't get that.
She wasn't in the group chat.
That's right. She was not in the group chat. Shame on you for not being in the group
So
chat.
I know nothing. I
Me,
Do
honey.
you charbroil your oysters sometimes?
Sometimes I do.
Oh, I love me a good charbroil oyster.
It just depends.
That's New Orleans me all day.
You're so funny.
Since I have some left, we're gonna add them over here.
Both y'all are funny.
So, Chef,
Yes, ma'am.
can we ask you some personal questions?
What you want to ask me?
Well, you
Yeah, it's gonna get
mentioned that your parents have been married for 50 years.
I'm joking. I'm
So,
joking.
how do you feel about
My
marriage?
husband
Are you married? Are you opposed to
Okay, well,
marriage?
you can come to one.
Chef
You
on the
said
spot.
go for it.
Right. You made her the moderator, so.
Exactly. So I want to know your
My
stance
glasses
on
on.
marriage.
Because you cook all this food, you
Are
can
you
easily get
single
away.
or are you
Actually, I
married?
can't.
So you're single.
I am single.
Single and ready to mingle, huh?
It's not. How's a single by choice? You just can't say, "Come here, woman."
You cook her some food. You cook her some food, and I guarantee you.
Okay, let me explain. Let me explain.
Okay, you're single. Okay,
What's
go
his
ahead.
name?
Here's the problem. I do chef services. I do professional chef services too, right? Which means I can count on one hand in all my lives been on this earth of how many women have actually cooked for me. One hand.
Well, because you're.
And I'm getting close to 50.
So do you want that?
Right. Do you care about
That's
that?